So here on the Apple website, you have technical specifications, and the height, width, depth, and weight are all on there. So one thing I want to point out is that it is actually thinner than the new iPod Shuffle. And as you can see, the 2-inch diagonal display, and the resolution is really good. So right here we have it. So I'm going to show you this here. I'll show you this. Here it is. Just how, there's the front. You see it's remarkably thin. On the back, 8 gigabytes. On the top you have your lock button. On the bottom, your computer plug-in and your MP3 headphone jack. So one of the main selling points of this iPod was that it was the thinnest iPod ever. So I'm going to compare it to a couple of things. So first we're going to compare it in size to the HTC Diamond. See the height and all that. So obviously it is remarkably thinner. It is about as thin as the black lining here on the Diamond. As you can see there, it is really thin compared to this. Next item is a cassette for the camera. It is a lot thinner than this too. Next we have the Apple remote for the computer, and it is also a lot thinner than this. But one thing I want to point out is the side is thin on the top. You know, it's not as thin as on the side because it's curved. So it's, if you look at the top, you know, this one's not that far behind. And the last thing I have is just a pen. You can see the thinness different in this. And here I have a CD, so something that's actually thinner than it is a CD. So there you go. And yeah. So you have the bright main screen, which you can adjust the brightness in your settings. One thing I think Apple did not do good on was this click wheel. The Ipod Nano 3rd generation click wheel is, in my opinion, a whole lot better than this one. This one just does not feel as sturdy as the previous one. But another great feature about this is if you go to music, go to the Genius, you pick a song. Right now I have the R. Kelly song. It gives you a list of at least 25 songs that are like that. So if you go into the gym, pick your favorite song. So we'll go down, we'll pick a song. So we're going to go hold down the middle button. And the first selection is Start Genius, so we're going to go right there, click it, and it'll give you a full list of, you know, good 25 songs that are just like this. So another thing is the accelerometer. So we turn it to the left or right, you get the album art. Now, one thing that was featured in the commercial that I'm sure a lot of people want to see is the shake to shuffle. Shake it and it'll shuffle it. Now the shake, it kind of has to be, you know, an actual shake to get it to work. What comes on it is extras. We go to games. Now the game that comes on it is basically a slider game like Teeter or that game in the iPhone, I don't know. So you can see that little ball and it moves around by where you move it. You can see it. So that's neat. So the sound quality is great. It's a loud iPod. Sounds good. It is very durable because of how light and thin it is. So you can drop it a lot, but dropping it on concrete is not good for it because this thing scratches a lot. You can see. But I could probably drop this thing. Easily. I mean, easily drop this thing off my house into the grass. No problems at all. I could probably say it a lot, but this thing could handle pretty much any height into some grass. Easy. Concrete, you drop it off the house, it might work, but I'm not gonna guarantee it. Don't try it, obviously. This thing is very durable. So yeah, nice little job for you. Once again, the screen is very bright and awesome. So that's the iPod Nano, 4th generation. Apple did a good job. Starts around, I think, $149.99. So if you're looking for just a workout iPod or just a nice iPod to have that's not simple and cheap, get the iPod Nano. Yeah.